Today, I'm sharing the key to making the fluffiest, most moist, most flavorful and soft hot cross buns that will make your kitchen smell like Easter and the end of Lent. This is the only recipe that you'll ever need, even if it's your first time baking them. To bake our own hot cross buns, we need ingredients that will make your recipe stand out. We're using bread flour for that beautiful, chewy but soft texture, along with rich evaporated milk, a couple of eggs, and softened unsalted butter. This is to create a super soft brioche type texture. For the perfect sweetness and spice, we've got granulated sugar, a little salt to balance it all out, and of course our fruits and warm spices. I'm using a classic mix of Thompson raisins and cranberries. Pour some hot water over them to cover, which hydrates them and makes them easy to knead with our brioche kneading technique. Baking mixed spice, chopped glazed cherries, green and red, glazed fruits, along with orange zest. All these give color, flavor and appearance. We will also be using vanilla and yeast to give us that beautiful rise. Let's get started by waking up the yeast. Into a bowl, add 2 teaspoons of sugar to start off and 2 cups of lukewarm milk. Give it a mix. The milk must be warm to the touch. If it is too hot, it will kill the yeast. Pour 1 tablespoon of yeast over the top and let it sit for about 5 minutes until it gets nice and frothy. Use this time to combine the dry ingredients. In a large bowl or a standing mixer, bring together 4 cups of bread or all-purpose flour, the rest of the sugar, which in total amounts to half cup, and half teaspoon of mixed baking spice. You can use cinnamon and fresh nutmeg as a substitute for the mixed spice. We will also be using salt. Mix or whisk it to distribute the spices. Grate some zest into the wet mixture, approximately half the zest of the orange. Add 2 beaten eggs and the vanilla. Pour the dry mixture into the wet mixture. Knead with your hands or mix on low speed until it looks shaggy. We are jump starting the gluten formation. This should take approximately 3 minutes. Then stop mixing. Add the softened butter, chopped cherries, mixed fruits, and drained raisins along with the cranberries. We need to mix this until the gluten has properly developed for an overall total of 8 minutes, which means we have 5 more minutes of mixing to complete. If you are using a mixer, be sure to mix this on very low speed. Over mixing can make your buns very dry. After 5 minutes, knead the dough into a ball with the assistance of 1 tablespoon of dusting flour. Cover it with plastic wrap and let it rise for 40 to 45 minutes. This is where all the flavor deepens and that airy texture is born. Use this downtime to make the icing and tidy up. To a bowl, combine 1 cup of icing sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla, and 1½ teaspoon of whole milk. Mix into a smooth paste that is easy to pipe from a bag. It must not be too runny or it will mess up the buns at the end. Add it to a Ziploc or piping bag and get ready to cut off the tip. If you are enjoying this recipe and learning something, please give this video a like. It really helps to support the channel. Once it has risen, we'll gently punch the dough down, put it on a lightly floured surface, and divide equally into 15 pieces. If you have soaked fruits from your Christmas cakes, that can also work. Knead them into little dough balls with the seam under. Place them on a tray lined with parchment paper and let them rise. Cover them lightly with plastic wrap for about 35 minutes for the second rise. Then remove the plastic from them once they have risen and bake them for approximately 24 to 25 minutes at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. While they are baking, let's make the secret to the bakery shine. In a saucepan, add 1/4 cup of water, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. Let the sugar dissolve on medium heat for 3 minutes, then pour it into a container and let it cool. It will thicken up. The moment they come out of the oven, brush that beautiful sticky bakery style glaze onto them. Then allow them to air dry for about 7 minutes and then you pipe the crust. If you made the icing to the right texture, It should not run off the buns. Carefully pipe all the straight lines across each row, and then you want to pipe them downwards, and this would create the crosses. And now the moment we've all been waiting for. The smell is absolutely intoxicating, and upon breaking one open you can see how soft and pillowy they are inside. The texture is unbelievably soft and the flavor is so complex and comforting. Be sure to check out the full list of ingredients in the description box. Thank you for watching today's episode. Make sure you subscribe, share the video, help me to grow my YouTube channel by telling a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend, and see you in another one of my recipes.